Haley.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Okay.
It's so good seeing you again. How's it been going since I last saw you?
It's been okay. I know you gave me some things to work on, but I think I'm just kind of struggling with them. The whole making friends aspect is a little difficult for me. I'm not a very social person.
Yeah.
I'm a freshman, and everybody who's freshmen just want to go out to the club and go to the bars and go to frats and yada yada. It's just like, I do not want to do that. Like, I would rather just like stay home and like watch some Netflix or something like that.
So when you say everyone, is it like the immediate people in your life, like your roommates, like it's your roommates?
Yeah, it's like my roommates and like their friends, like the people they've all introduced me to is all just like they don't want to do anything but go out, basically.
Well, it seems like you found a little bit more of a community since I last saw you, which could be good in a way, but it doesn't sound that great for you mentally, like about everyone wanting to go out. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not benefiting from it the way that I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's kind of a wall between me and the girls because they come out, or like they come back in from a night out and they're like, oh my god, you remember this, you remember that, you remember this, and I'm like, I wasn't there, so no, I don't.
So would you say that you feel isolated in a way?
Definitely.
Okay. So like, what are the type of things that you like to do? Because you said you don't like going to the club, going to the bars, the stereotypical college experience, from what I've heard at least.
Yeah.
So like, what are the type of things that you want to do?
I would honestly rather just like cook dinner at home and like stay in and watch a movie or have like a game night or something like that.
And you haven't found anyone to do that with yet? Okay. Well, that's something that we can definitely talk about in this session. So you said you like cooking and you like watching movies. Have you looked into anything on campus? Like stuff that you enjoy? Like club-wise or academic-wise?
Not really, because I feel like I'm lacking a lot of motivation.
Oh, okay.
So I just don't feel like I have the motivation to do any like extracurricular clubs or anything like that.
So can I ask you how your academics are being affected with this lack of motivation?
They're okay. I feel like that's the one thing that I kind of like zone in for, just because like my mom is super big on school and yada yada, and I just like, I don't want to disappoint her, so I feel like that's the one thing I do like kind of hone in on.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's so upsetting, disappointing your mom, like that. Yeah, I'm sure that's something that you would never want to do. Has there ever been a time in your life where you felt like this, like unmotivated and isolated?
Definitely. I feel like in the wintertime I get in that cycle where it's just like I don't feel like I have the energy to do anything. Yeah.
So you would say like last year around winter time, so were you a senior?
Yeah.
So like your senior year of high school in the winter time, you were feeling the same things. What were some things that you did to kind of get out of this rut?
I think it was just time, honestly. There wasn't anything specifically I did, and I feel like it was so much easier to handle my senior year of high school because I didn't have that much responsibility. Like, I didn't have to really, like, all I did was work. Just to, like, make extra money, but, like, I didn't have to, like, pay any bills, and also, like, school, the senior year, like, school was so easy, so now I feel like I have the same, like, lack of motivation again, and I'm struggling to balance it with, like, college life.
Yeah, and I want to let you know that this lack of motivation can be completely normal. Like, it's okay to not have motivation sometimes. Like, it's okay to struggle, it's okay to feel isolated, but it's only, I'm not gonna say it's temporary, but it can be. So you said that it took time, so you were working around this time last year. Are you working here?
Not yet. I've had a couple jobs, but I can never really keep any of them. Like, my motivation, I just call out a lot, and then they don't want me to work for them anymore.
Oh, okay. So you say that your lack of motivation is causing you to call out of work, and then that's causing you to get fired from the jobs?
Yeah.
So was this happening at this time last year too?
Yeah.
It was? Okay. Well, On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like the worst, and then, 1 being like the worst, and then 10 being the best, how can you compare this year to last year, how you're feeling? Like, is this year worse? Was last year better? Like, how does this year compare?
I would say this year is worse. And I'd probably put that at like probably like an 8.
Okay. And would you say that's because of just the new environment
Yeah.
and like the community you're in?
Yeah, I think the new environment and the new responsibilities I have and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, so you say like your lack of motivation, would your lack of motivation prevent you from maybe looking into like organizations within school or like things to do?
Probably, because I feel like even if I found one, even if I like started going to one, like eventually I would just like stop because I would just feel like really like unmotivated. I would feel really like defeated, and I would just eventually stop going.
Yeah. So, how long like do these time periods usually last? Like the unmotivation?
Honestly, it varies. Like I've had some of them last like for like a couple months, and then I've had some just been like a couple weeks, and then I snap out of it. So it kind of just varies.
Has it been fluctuating this year, or has it only been during this time?
It's been very consistent, honestly, since I've like gotten to school.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna tell you to do anything because I know it must be really, really hard to get the energy to be able to do things. But can I ask you about like how much you're sleeping? Like,
oh, I sleep a lot.
You do?
Yeah, that's just because I like don't know how else to like handle this like unmotivation except for just kind of like sleeping it off. So I do take a lot of naps. I go to bed pretty early,
So you say that you're sleeping a lot, so does that mean that you're tired a lot?
Not even. I think it's just like I hit a certain point in the day where I'm like, I don't want to do the day anymore, so I just sleep.
Do you think that your lack of community regarding the people that have the same interests as you could directly contribute to your lack of motivation?
Maybe. I don't really know. I never thought of it like that, if I'm being honest.
Well, how I see it is maybe like you're waking up and you're not having this community. Like you said, like the people you want to hang out with, the type of people you want to hang out with, not people that are obsessed with partying or any of that thing. Then didn't you say you had a boyfriend last time?
Yeah, it's been a little rocky since then, honestly, just because I don't have like the energy really to hang out. He feels like, we're lacking quality of time, which means that like our relationship's tanking essentially.
Yeah, and it's long distance. Am I correct? Yeah. So what I'm hearing, I really think that your lack of community support could be directly contributing to your lack of motivation.
Yeah.
Because like I know that not having that support and the people that you want to go out and do things with and do the things that you want to do, why would you want to get up?
Yeah.
Like if your roommates are going out and partying, you want to do that, why would you get out of bed? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
So I know this lack of motivation is really, really hard for you to get out of bed, to get up and brush your teeth, to go to your classes, but I think it could really, really benefit you trying to go out there and find people that have the same interests as you.
Yeah.
And I think that this could be through your major and what you want to do, your interests, even a cooking club. Have you ever thought about that?
No, not really. I didn't really think about any of the clubs like that, to be honest.
Yeah, like I'm someone who's going to like a cooking club, like other people. That's like a shared interest that I think maybe you could definitely benefit from. Does that sound like something you could be able to do?
Yeah.
You think you can find a little bit of motivation to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that that's a goal that we can set. So I'm just gonna kind of summarize what we've talked about today. Really just struggling in your classes and with your social life and with work because of your lack of motivation.
Yeah.
And we kind of come to the conclusion that the lack of motivation could be coming from your support system and the way that they are because you don't want to be around them. Does that sound like the things that we've talked about today? And I think in your second session or your next session we can talk more about your boyfriend and the problems that you're having there. But I think a goal that we can have is reach out. I want to tell you that there is do you have Facebook?
I do. I love Facebook.
You do? So do I. I love Facebook too. There's a Facebook group. It's like UNCW Girls Helping Girls, and you can make it anonymously too, and be like, comment, and I'll message you. Talk about like maybe be a little bit vulnerable, talking about like how you're feeling, and maybe try to find a community through that, or cooking, or someone who loves movies. Maybe try like asking that and see if anyone is in the same boat, because I promise you that there's a lot of other people feeling this way, like coming to school, and it's okay to feel this way. And I just want to let you know that I think that you're doing such a good job.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I think that you're going to do great in school, and if you keep working hard and doing the things that you do, you're going to do great. But I would love to make an appointment with you next week if that's something that you're okay with.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it was so nice talking to you today, and I will see you next week.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.